Let's talk about inheritance and overriding. Say we just got through the discovery phase on a project and we've identified a very specific subset of image-related requirements. To keep things simple, we'll say we need to be able to render image data into HTML markup. With no CSS dependency, I just want to take CSS out of the equation here. But we'll need to provide a user image that displays a username below it and an article image that displays a credit reference and caption below it. With this information, we can identify the common properties and methods for the image-related requirements, and we'll create a base class out of that. So in this case, the user profile image, that'll have an additional property of username, and the article image will have two more properties, a credit reference and a caption below it. So the common functionality is basically what we have in the image class right now. Path, width, height. We'll need all that data to render an image. We'll also need a separate method to render the image. Once we have this base class, we'll extend it with a new class to handle the additional functionality, so adding the additional properties. Extending is where the term inheritance comes in. When one class extends another class, it inherits the properties and methods from that parent class. These requirements are a little silly, but I wanted to provide some context as to how we might have arrived at a case where we needed to extend a class. So let's go ahead and add the render function to the image class we have up here. I'll go ahead and make some space, define public as the visibility keyword, function render. And we will return an image tag, an HTML image tag, image source equals, and we'll put our path here, width equals width property, and height equals this height, and close that tag. Okay, and down here, if you recall, we're instantiating the image class. We're giving it a property of image.jpg. We're setting the width, the height, and printing get dimensions. But what we'll do now is we'll print render, and that will put our HTML on the screen. Go ahead and refresh over here, and there we have a PHP image. Let's define the user image class now. Give myself some room. Let's type class user image extends image. So now we've inherited all of the methods and properties from the image class into the user image class. So if we instantiate the image object down here based on the user image class, we should get the same thing when I refresh the page over here. We'll still get the PHP image. Let's add the property public username, and then we'll override the render function. Overriding is when we change functionality from the parent. So I'm just going to copy the render function right into the user image class, save that, refresh. We're going to get the same thing. So we can completely override it by typing some text. Save that, refresh, and you can see we're getting the changes. But what I'd really like to do is reuse the render code in the parent and just append the username in the subclass, in the user image class. So we can access methods within the parent with the keyword parent, and we'll access members of the parent with a double semicolon. And so we'll call render, and we'll assign the output of that to image. You can see if we just return image now, it'll be the same thing as before. Let's refresh the page. Got the PHP image, but we want to add to the image variable now. So image.equals, we'll just put the username in an h1 tag. So this username h1, and it's returning the image. If we follow the code down here, you can see we're instantiating user image. We're defining the path, the width, the height, and then we're calling render. You could probably guess what's going to happen. Nothing, because we haven't defined username yet. I'll do that now. So image username equals Mike. All right, I'll save that, and refresh. And there we have it. The image is now printed with the username appended below it. Okay, terminology. We've explored inheritance, which is when one class extends another. Parent class refers to the class being extended. In this case, that is the image class. I've used the word subclass, and that refers to the class extending the parent class. In this case, the user image is the subclass. And we've gone through overriding, which is redefining a parent class member from within a subclass.